Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits. This is a Takumitak palooza. So I did a collaboration with Takumitak not too long ago. I'm just trying to get all these knives into view here. So I did a collaboration with Takumitak not too long ago, and I did the Takumitak Takumi knife. Check out the video. Awesome knife, okay? Really nice. They contacted me again. They enjoyed the video so much. They sent me 7 knives, man, 7 knives. 6, in my opinion, of which are completely and totally useful. This one, I'm just not sure what to do with yet, so I'm thinking about it. But before we go on, let me know what you guys and gals got in your pocket. I have been carrying my CRKT Pilar 3. It's a nice blade, perfect pocket carry. It's just awesome. Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Samurai Bird, how's it going? Yeah, wow, right? It's a palooza. It's a Takumitak palooza. Good, I'm doing good, John. How about yourself? So, I got, before I test out any of these knives, I plan on, doing this Legion Live real quick, give you a rundown on these knives and stuff. And, I'm kind of excited. I think these knives are pretty awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of these knives off to the side. Okay, and we're going to take them one at a time. So this one so far is my favorite one. I've used this out in the field. I haven't done a video yet, but I'm going to do this one first because I think, hunters and bushcrafters need to know about this knife right here. So let me just get these out of the way for you guys and gals, and we will get started on the palooza. All right, cool. All right, so this one right here is the Day 500. I don't know why they got that name, but it's the Day 500. It's a D2 steel. All right, let me get up the specs over here. And if you guys go to the website, the Takumitak website, they have one of the absolute best and most descriptive websites ever. Okay, so definitely go check it out. Let me just pull up the specs real quick. Hold on a second. But I love this knife. I took this out into the field for a couple of days. This knife is, I know it looks a little bit on the weird side, but functional. Absolutely and completely functional knife, man. Almost looks like a Nesmuk, I guess. But, it's got its own unique style. Handle is great, So it's a fixed blade, full tang. Overall length is 9.5 inches on this one. Blade length is 4.5 with a beautiful belly and a generous sharpening choil where you can put your finger here for sharpening, for close-up work, okay? Handle length is 5 inches. It does come with a sheath and what they call a mole clip. Knife weight is about 10 ounces. The blade shape they're calling a sheep's foot. I think it's more of a Nesmuk type of a blade, but if they're saying it's a sheep foot, then it's a sheep foot. D2 steel is 61 to 62 HRC. Blade thickness is 4.71 millimeters to 4.93 millimeters. And the grind is a high saber flat grind. All right, blade finish on this one is polished. It does come in a black. Handle material is G10 with a black color, all right, for the G10 scale. And like I said, it does come with a Kydex sheath. Now, I'm just going to show you one Kydex sheath. I'll show you this one, and then you can get the idea for the rest of them because I just don't want to keep on showing you guys all these Kydex sheaths. But as far as I'm concerned, this knife, I know it looks weird, but man, oh man, for me, this is like an extension of my hand. And I think I'm going to, do cut up some meats or a chicken with this because I want you guys and gals to see how very effective this knife is. And, I was hoping to do a video today on this knife, but when I went to my campsite, my Legion outpost, it was overrun with Boy Scouts. So good news is I found a secondary site, but I had to set it all up, and I didn't have the time to, do any filming. But there'll be a next time. I think I might be going back there tomorrow. Hey, Waterfield, how you doing? I think I'm going to be going back there tomorrow, and I do want to showcase off this knife because I think this knife is awesome. Now, there's a short out there that I did. I did take it out into the field. I was doing a little bit of chopping with it. I was, getting used to the knife. Did some feather sticks. Did a little batoning. Some really, really, really. Yeah, my camp got raided, John. Some really functional and great things. So take a look at this. Okay, this almost looks like a Nessmuk type knife. All right, it's a very, very thick knife. It's got a great point. Fit and finish on these knives are really good. Now I did test out the Takumi, which is basically a spear point blade. Awesome blade. Let me tell you guys, you're not going to go wrong with this knife or with these knives or with these steels. All you got to do is worry about picking, a good one for yourself. All right. And again, as weird as this one looks, it's awesome. It's like I said, it's an extension of your arm, and they called it this is called the Day 500 model number TKF 206SL. Love this knife. Can't wait to take it out into the field and show you guys, put it on camera. We're going to do all kinds of testing, and then I'm going to probably cut up a chicken with this or some kind of meat, because this not only is a good outdoor knife, but this would be awesome for hunting, okay? You can definitely cut up a deer or a moose or whatever with this bad boy right here. I mean, choking up on this is just amazing, all right? And all kinds of, in my head, you can do all kinds of butchering with this knife. So probably out of all the 7 knives that these guys sent me, this one was a surprising favorite, because I was like, oh man, that looks weird. But man, when I took it out into the field, that weird went right out the window. Now this knife is just badassery, okay? Just badassery. And it does have, has a lanyard hole here. Some light jimping. This jimping right here is so smooth that it kind of slips instead of kind of getting a grip. So Takumitak, you may want to relook at this over here and rethink this. Maybe make it just a tad more aggressive. It's sharp. This part of the blade is a sharp. It's got a 90-degree spine, so you can light up a ferro rod. This is also sharp, and this will take off my nanomaterial, and it'll definitely spark up, a ferro rod. Beautiful, thick tang. This will last you for a lifetime. All right, now let me just show you guys a sheath. I'm only going to show you one sheath, okay? Because they're basically all molded for their own knife. Okay, here's the sheath for this knife. Beautiful Kydex sheath, pancake style. All right, it's got the oval long holes over here where you could do, all kinds of different wraps and stuff here with your paracord, or you can get a whole different rig system over here to, carry it and maybe purchase a separate dangler. But this comes with one of their mole type tech locks. This is just Chinese brand. Adequate, functional, and it should do the job. But basically, all their sheaths are this high quality. And let me just pop this one in for the time being. Beautiful package, nice and light, not too heavy. Man, this particular knife, this particular blade, which is my favorite, I could see me taking this out everywhere. This is an all-rounder. Take it out hiking, take it out hunting, take it out fishing. I think this knife is going to be able to do it all. If you take a look at my short, I was whittling wood and making feather sticks, no problems. I did a little light batoning, no problem. So, and it's all sharp out of the box. I don't want to cut myself again. Look at my finger, guys. Ugh, I don't know what to do with that. It's going to take like 6 months to heal. Anyway, just be careful out there. This is going to be a great hunting knife too, man. It's a little big, but if you're a young hunter and you want to take something a little bit stronger out there into the woods, perfect. All right, let me put this one away. Let's get to another one, all right? Let's get to one that I think might be good for a hunting, since it's basically hunting season right now. All right, so let me see what the name of this one is. This one is, they should have called this one the rhino because it looks like a rhino, you know, like a rhinoceros horn. Look at that thing, man. Duh. It's pretty sick. Come on, help me find this sucker. Help me find this sucker. Sorry, troops. I gotta find this. 1 second. Now, don't forget, make sure you guys check out that Takumi website, man. It's really nice. Okay, so this is the alert. All right, they sent me a black stonewash version of the alert. I can definitely see this as an awesome hunting knife. It's got this wicked clip point, you know, beautiful belly, you know, and again, the handle feels great, you know, choking up in different areas of the handle feels good. You know, if you needed to do some cuts this way while you're butchering your game after you've killed it with your bow or your shotgun or your rifle, you know, if this is something that you like, you could definitely take this hunting. You know what I mean? I think this would, in my opinion, be a good hunter. Let's go over the specs real quick of the alert. All right, for you guys and gals. Overall length is 10 inches. Blade length is nice 5 inches. Handle length is 5 inches. It does come with the mole clip. Knife weight is 9.8 ounces. Blade shape, they're saying clip point, right? Blade material. All these knives, by the way, are D2. HRC for this is 61 to 62. Blade thickness is 4.71 millimeters to 4.93 millimeters. Flat grind, okay, well, it goes up midway for the flat grind, and then you've got all these designs over here. I would rather have seen this all full instead of putting this design over here. But again, that's my opinion. I guess they wanted to make it a little fancy for everybody. It's a black stonewash, plain edge, G10 handles. And again, it comes with a Kydex sheath. I'm going to skip showing you the Kydex sheath on all of these unless somebody really asks for it. But again, another nice knife. I can see a lot of use for hunting, you know. I'm not really a tactical guy. I've never been in the military. Could you probably use this in the military? Maybe. You know, could you use this in a tactical environment? Maybe. It's got this wicked skull crusher. So, but for me, personally, I would probably use this in a hunting environment if it's me, you know. And, or I'm going to, you know, again, I'm going to go out there and test it in a bushcraft environment and see how it performs out in the field. You know, if you take this hiking or hunting and you need to, or camping and you need to, you know, start up a fire, cut up and process some food or, you know, some vegetables, etc. We're going to take a look and see if it works out. All right, cool. Let us take a look at another knife, all right? Let's take a look at another hunting type knife, okay? This one's really nice. Okay, this is, I think, the companion. Let me double check. All right, so this is the third knife of the D2 lineup. This is the companion, okay? So let me get into the details. All right, so this is the companion, model number TKF212SW. Really nice, I think, hunting knife. This would be perfect out in the field for the hunting. Let's check out the specifications real quick. Overall length is an 8.75 inch. All right, blade length is 4 inch, and it's a beautiful drop point, perfect for, you know, going out there hunting or all around use. Okay, I think I said the blade length is 4 inch, and the handle length is 4.75 inch. Knife weight is 8.6. Drop point, again, D2 steel with an HRC of 61 to 62. Blade thickness, they're saying 4.71 millimeter to 4.93 millimeters. This is a mid-saver flat grind, which is nice. I like that it's all flat grind and not all hollow, but I've got nothing against hollow. I just prefer the flat grind, you know. Plain edge, again, black stonewash, G10 handles, okay? And it does come with a Kydex sheath. Again, feels really great in the hand, all right? No matter how you grip it, let me do a reverse grip. So I can definitely see benefits of butchering an animal using, all, different, different ways of holding this knife. I mean, not everybody butchers and quarters an animal, back at their garage. Sometimes they do it out in the field after they shoot it. They'll gut it, and then maybe they'll take a back strap, or maybe they'll just take the head, So this is a pretty adequate knife, I think, in my opinion. So here's your drop point blade. Flat grind. It's got a nice little swedge over here, so you can do some digging in. All right, if you needed to get into that knuckle where the cartilage is, and you can just dig right in there. There's the handle. It's got a nice I mean, I know maybe to some people you don't like it the way it looks, but it's very ergonomical. It does have a little lanyard hole over here. It's kind of tight, but I guess you could squeeze something through there if need be. But, really nice feel to it. It's got some nice jimping. See, nice. Now this jimping is not slippery. It's aggressive, so it's good. It'll be good, I like this one. I think this will be great for hunting and should be great for, camping and, hiking. I guarantee this is probably a damn fine all-rounder. All right, let's get to the next blade. All right. This is another one of my favorite ones right here. This is a sick knife. This is the Fulcrum, okay? Let me pull up the specs on the Fulcrum. So I give you some specs on this. It's D2 steel. It's got a wicked tanto point. Wicked. This is just wicked. This is definitely for a soldier or some form of tactical use, So let's view the details on the Fulcrum. Specifications. All right, we're looking at an overall length of 9.5 inch, blade length of 4.5 inch, and the handle length is 5 inches. All right, knife weight is 10.2 ounce. It's a tanto style shape. And like I said, it's D2 with an HRC of 61 to 62. Blade thickness, they're saying it's a 4.71 millimeter to 4.93 millimeter. Flat grind. Yeah, it is a sweet looking blade, man. I like this one. Flat grind, plain edge. It's polished. They do come in black. All right, G10 handles. Really nice. And the handle color is black. But man, oh man, look at that. Look at that. Look at the grind lines on that. They did a real nice job with this. They did a real nice job with this. Small sharpening choil right over here. It's got a little bit of a guard, so it does give you some form of protection. But man, I tell you, just gripping it like this in this configuration, so if you're going to do some woodwork, some cutting, it definitely feels good. No hot spots. Let me just turn it around. This feels good if you need to go up on the meat. Okay. This would be nice for a soldier. This would definitely be nice for, anybody in the armed services, man, if you want to give them a gift. And I think all these knives are pretty much like $70. So, but again, troops, check out the Takumitak website. Phenomenal website. One of the best I've seen. Okay. Fit and finish is just fantastic on all these knives. This does not have any kind of jimping, but you can go over the guard for whatever reason. You just got to be careful. When you're doing some kind of woodwork, you definitely don't want the wood to, pierce your thumb. But if need be, maybe you're just cutting meat and you want that thumb in there for whatever reason, it's doable. Other than that, man, this, let me reverse grip it. Oh yeah. Any way I'm holding this knife is just working out real well. Fantastic. I love the thickness. It's got a little light jimping behind the guard and right before the end of the pommel. There's your pommel crusher, okay, or head skull crusher. At least it's a protruding tang, so if you need to hit it with something, it might do a little damage to your baton, but it's capable of doing it. Definitely a stabber, man, but an awesome, knife right here. Just wicked cool, wicked cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Let's see that one right there. I'm going to save the daggers for last. All right. So this one it's pretty nice. It's a more traditional blade. It has an interesting saw type back, you know, but maybe this might be good for someone who does notching on some wood. Let me get the specs on this, troops. Just give me a minute, bear with me. Okay, this is the exit point. They're calling this the exit point. I know it looks weird. I like it. It feels good in the hand. You know, I'm not sure why they have this fuller here. I would rather have had this, you know, filled in, but I guess maybe for weight purposes. The exit point, let's view the details on this sucker. Specifications, okay, we're looking at an overall length of 11 inches. Blade length 5.5 inch and the handle length is 5.5 inch. Very well balanced. It feels really good in the hand. It does come with a mole clip. Weight is 11 ounces. It is a drop point style blade. They do come in 2 flavors. Hey, Donovan, how you doing? It does come in 2 flavors. It does come in the polished steel or this black stonewash. They sent me the black stonewash. We're going to do a close-up in a second, okay? Drop point, D2 material, HRC of 61 to 62. Okay, blade thickness is, they're saying 4.71 to 4.93 millimeters. It is a low flat grind over here. All right, but at least it's a flat grind. Plain edge, black stonewash. It does come in a satin, G10 scales, okay? All right, so let's take a look at it. Hey, oh, great, Don, great. Thank you very much. So I know it looks a little on the weird side, but you know what? This is a long drop point blade, and it's going to be totally and completely functional. And I'm going to use this out in the field. I'm going to test it out. Even with this type of sawback, I'm going to baton with this. You know, I'm going to do a little light batoning with it. I'm going to make a notch with this, man, and you could definitely scrape a ferro rod. Here, take a look at that. That looks really aggressive. Doesn't look like one of those shitty, you know, designs from Pakistan or anything like that, you know? It looks like they put some thought into this notching saw, you know? So I'm going to test it out. We're going to see what it does, you know? I think it looks like it's a functional blade. It's got a little bit of jimping over here. It's not so bad. It's aggressive. A little sharpening choil. You know, and you've noticed that, I'm sure that a lot of the logos, they're okay, you know, shouldn't bother you if you're really going to be using it. Beautifully contoured handles, G10 scales, you know, really, really nice. Look at that. Look at the jimping on the back. This one has a hole for the lanyard. Again, protruding tang, pommel crusher, skull crusher. Beautifully done fit and finish. It's just a nice blade, you know, and if this is something that you guys and gals like, then there is an option for you to buy it off of the Takumitak website. I get tongue twisted with with that particular name, but yeah, another beautiful blade, man. Just another option that these guys, you know, are gonna offer people out there if you like their knives. And the steel is awesome. Again, all these blades out of the box are serious sharp. Okay. Let's do a next one. Okay, now this one, I know a lot of people think it's cool. I do. You know, let me get the specs on this one. I think it's cool too, but I think they need to redesign the handle. The handle is thin. And I don't get it. You know, I mean, maybe, is it a thrower? I don't know if it's a thrower. Maybe it's a thrower. I don't know. It's beautifully done. The fit and finish on this is insane. The blade is wicked, but I think they should have made this a little bit wider, you know, down here, a little bit more meat in the blade. I'm not a knife fighter. I don't do the martial arts for knife fighting, so it feels okay. I just think it feels a little thin. If it had a little bit more handle with a little bit more width, the same design, but thicker. Over here, then I could see, this knife being a real, badass blade. Don, maybe we could work something out if you like this one. Maybe we could work out some kind of a trade or something, if you're interested in this one, because I really don't see what I'm going to be able to do with this. But, we could talk if you're interested. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Let me get the specs on this and we'll go over it. Let's see. All right, so this is the Sentinel. They call it the Sentinel, all right? Let's look at the specs real quick. We're looking at overall length of 10 inches, blade length of 5.5 inches. Handle length is 4.5 inches, but as you could see, as good as the fit and finish is, as good as the look of the handle is and the CNC machine of the handle, it is thin. It's just thin, and I guess I'm just used to these other handles, that fit my hand really well. So knife weight is 11.2 ounces. It's a spear point in D2. All right. HRC again is 61 to 62. Blade thickness is again a 4.71 millimeter, 4.93 millimeter. Flat grind on both sides. All right. I mean, the blade is gorgeous, man. The blade is just damn gorgeous. All right, Don, thank you very much for stopping by, buddy. The blade is gorgeous. Okay, plain double edge blade, polished. It does come in a black stonewash also. I mean, you could see in my hand, it looks like it fits good, but for me, it just feels thin, the handle. So this one, is my least favorite. Maybe for an operator or soldier, might be better suited for them. Maybe somebody who's into the martial arts of knife fighting might be better suited for them. I can't give I could see using this out in the field. Trust me. It's just that it's, we're not talking a handle like this, Now, if this handle was on this knife, it'd be a whole different ball game. But still a cool knife, if there's collectors out there who are looking for a spear point like this, it's available in D2 steel. It, again, very sharp out of the box. It's crazy. And, we'll see what happens if I'm going to test it out or not. All right. Last but not least, I saved the best one that I think is for last, and that's the Havoc. Okay? Cry Havoc, baby. Let's slip the dog's award. Now, this is a nice dagger. Okay? Let me pull up the specs on the dagger. And thanks again for your patience, everybody. I really appreciate it. I kind of wish they sent this to me in a satin, but I am grateful that they sent me a Havoc, because this is nice. This is a nice boot knife, Let's look at these specifications on this one. All right. Overall length is 9.5 inch. Right? Blade length is 4.75 inch. Handle length is 4.75 inch. Very well balanced. Moly clip included. Knife weight is 8.4 ounces. It is a spear point. Blade material D2. Blade HRC is 61 to 62. Again, the blade thickness, they're saying 4.71 to 4.93 millimeters. It is a flat grind on both sides, as you can see. Plain double edge. They're saying that the finish is a titanium nitride instead of a black stonewash, which is real nice. I could definitely see the difference. Handle material is G10 in black. It does come with a Kydex sheath. Now let's take a nice look at this one. I'm going to take my time and show you guys this one right here, because this is just badass, man. This is just badass. It's, if you're able to carry this, in your state, be an awesome boot knife, or put it in the back, small of your back, or on your hip or something. But take a look at that blade. That blade is wicked cool. That's a nice blade. That's nicely done. It is solid. It feels great. Look at the G10 handles. Look at the way they machine this, like steps going right up a ladder, you know, or staircase. Beautiful, just beautiful. Everything is symmetrical. It's just balanced so nice. You know, it feels really good. It just feels great. Just awesome. It does come with a pommel crusher, skull crusher, or protruding tang. Even a hiker, you know, if you're a hiker or hunter, you could still use this. Probably won't be as effective, excuse me, as some of the hunting knives, but I guarantee you it'll still be functional out there, you know, if you need to do some small tasks. But, you know, if you're a hiker, walking the Appalachian Trail, you needed something lightweight to take with you for, you know, God forbid, some kind of defense, or you know, some light cutting tasks like, you know, feather sticks, etc. This will do the job for you. But one of my favorite Takumitaks right here, man. This is just nice, really nice. All right, troops. I'm just going to leave this one here. Let me see what else I'm going to leave. I'll leave this one here because that's pretty cool. Yeah. We've been going for a half an hour, and I'm glad and appreciate those who did show up. And I'm leaving this one right up here too, man. So far, these are like my 3 favorites right here, you know, out of the Takumitak that they sent me. I'm loving each one of these knives. Check out the Takumitak website. Look at their models. I mean, they've got a whole bunch of other stuff in D2 steel that I wish they would have sent me. But hey, listen, I'm not complaining. You know, again, I am absolutely grateful that Takumitak even considered me to, you know, test out these knives. So I will be testing out these knives in one way or another. Except for this one, I'm just not sure how to test this one out. So if anybody's got any ideas, put it in the comments section, man. I just don't know, you know, with such a thin handle. I mean, maybe I'll just throw it. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it yet. But other than that, man, these right here, these are my, you wonder if they deliver to the UK? I don't know. Check out their website, man. They might, you know, give them a text or give them an email. Hopefully they will, okay? Hopefully, knock on wood, but you never know. Especially with the knife laws in the UK. I mean, geez. In any case, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, I've been going on for a half an hour. Hopefully I did some justice. I wanted to show you guys all these before taking them out into the field. I think I'm going to do some meat processing with this. I want to show everybody what this knife is capable of. This, I think, as far as functionality outdoors, this is the best one out of the lot, in my opinion. And again, I've taken this out for the past couple of days. While I was out there, I was, you know, cutting up some wood and stuff and making feather sticks. That knife is amazing. You know, looks funny, but this one is probably the most functional out of all of them, in my opinion, you know. For tactical, you know, these 2 knives right here can't be beat. I bet you a soldier, sailor, marine, or airman would love one of these, man. I mean, this would be nice inside of you know, maybe a airplane, you know. Pilot has something like this strapped onto their rig. You know, special operator has this strapped onto his rig for, you know, that down and dirty quiet deed. You never know. Anyway, all right, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, thanks again very much for your patience. Hopefully, let me know if I did okay with this. I know I was rushing through this. It was a lot of knives. But I wanted everybody to take a look at and to check it out. Don't forget, check out the website. They've got some of the best info on there. I've been copying and pasting everything on that website. Does anybody have any other questions who's ever on right now? Or is there another knife that you want to see real quick before I sign off? You guys and gals, let me know. But the plan is probably right after this, I'm gonna cut up a chicken. I'm gonna cut up a whole chicken with this, because I want the hunter, or you know, the person who's gonna be butchering an animal out in the field. at least give you an idea of what this knife is capable of. Thanks, John, for showing up and taking a look at the video, man. I really do appreciate it. And everybody who's commented, thank you very much, man. I know your time is precious, especially on the weekends. And, you took a little bit of time to spend it with me. That's really awesome. So, all right, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, get in your questions before I'm going, but I'm going to start my spiel. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military out there that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So in the description section, in the comment section, I'm going to leave websites, phone numbers, and a heartfelt message from a legionnaire of this channel, Martin Miller. He was a Vietnam veteran, U.S. Army, 66 to 69. He has been there. He has done that. He has a heartfelt message for you guys and gals. Please seek the help that you guys have earned and deserved. All right, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits, as always, appreciate you guys. Don't forget to check out the website. They got a whole bunch of other designs that you might like. And at the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.